Welcome to the Flow Summit. My name is Charlotte, and I am the founder of the Mystic Psychology Academy, where I support people tapping into their unique energetic gifts, which means that they start reconnecting to their authenticity and understanding how they can work with their authentic energy. And I do that through teaching Reiki, energy work, and I am a channel medium and coach. So I combine everything together to support my clients and participants. Today, I want to take you on a little journey to the first step of reconnecting to yourself and to your energy. And in order to do that, I will share a little experience from my side that I have found that my participants and my clients were really looking for when they come to work with energy or learn to work with energy. And also what keeps you from taking that step into your authenticity, your unique energetic gifts, and living the life you want, and what it takes. At the end, there will also be a practice that will show you and help you to reconnect to your energy and activate your unique energy already as first step. My journey started many, many years ago. I was in corporate world. I was in the luxury fashion industry. And when I worked in the fashion industry, I had everything the system says that you need to have or that makes you happy. And I was successful. I earned a lot of money. I had a boyfriend at that time. I had prestige. So I had pretty much everything you could, under parentheses, wish for. But something inside me was not happy. I was depressed, I had a burnout, I was physically starting to become sick, I had operations, and many, many more things. And I knew at one point that I had to change it. So I took a radical decision and I quit my job and went on a journey to look for myself. And I promised myself that I will not stop that journey until I really have found what I'm looking for. And I went to shamans, to Brazil in a silent retreat for months to stay there and live with them. I went to do meditation. I learned psychological counseling, hypnosis, systemic counseling, many, many things. But I also went to Malaysia where I met my Reiki master. And she brought me to my inner connection through energy work. And I remember that day when I connected to the Reiki channel the first time, and I was doing a Reiki session, a physical Reiki session, and I felt how the energy was flowing through me. And I felt this sensation of connection. And I found that this home I was so desperately looking for. And I knew that Reiki would become a very important part in my life. So I want to give you a question. Maybe you know that feeling. And I know it from myself when I was still in the corporate world, when I had everything. And maybe you know that you have a goal, you have something you want to reach, a car you want to buy, an apartment you want to have, a job you want to have, a partnership you want to have, something in the outside. And once you've reached this in the outside, there comes this feeling of, oh, it actually doesn't make me as happy and blissful as I thought it would be. I thought this, if I had that, then I would be happy. If I would reach that, then I would be happy. And even in the spiritual scene, it's things like, if I knew my purpose, if I knew my one thing, then I would be blissful and happy. If I would have this insight, I would be blissful and happy. But I'm sure you know that feeling of, no, it's still coming, this emptiness. So the question is, what are you really looking for? Because if it's not the car, the apartment, the partnership, the purpose, then what really is it you are looking for? And when I was working with my clients and my participants, it always went down to one thing: connecting to something greater, connecting to the soul. It was connection. Connection that was tried to be in the outside through material things, but you couldn't find them or they couldn't find it, and trying to fill this emptiness with things. And we can even take it another level deeper. And because we think then, okay, but this is my life. This is what I think. This is what I feel. This is what I do. This is my surrounding. So what should I do with that? So I have a little exercise for you, or something to experiment with. Try to watch your body now. Is it possible for you to watch your body? And most people say, yes, I can watch my body. Yes, it's possible. And can you watch your emotions? What are you feeling right now? Yes, in some way I can watch my emotions. And this one is a tricky one now. Can you watch your thoughts, what you are thinking? Do you realize what kind of thought is there in this moment? And most people say yes. So if you can watch your body, your emotions, and your mind, your thoughts, then the next question arises, and the question is, who is watching? And it's a super important question because it takes you from the outside, from I am not my car, I am not my apartment, my job, my partnership, I'm not my body, my emotions, or my mind, into the inside. It takes you where true connection is being found, and what you've always been looking for, probably yourself, your authentic self, your essence, your soul, or whatever you may call it, a deep connection. So this question of who am I can answer it for myself. And for me, I say I am. I am. It's a feeling, it's a state, and a consciousness. So I would say it's pure consciousness. But really, there's no words, or there's nothing in the mind that can you really give you this answer to this question. It's something that you must experience, that you must feel, that you must really connect with. And this is why I do energy work, because it's a possibility to connect to the inside, to something bigger, greater, like I've experienced. But then there's something keeping you from it. And what's keeping you from it is fear. And fear is so present in our daily lives. And it comes through sentences and conditioning of believing that you are maybe not enough. So sentence like, I am not enough, I am not worthy. Can I make this? Am I gonna earn money with this? Am I safe? So there's so many sentences that will build around this fear of change, the fear of change and being seen, and so many things. And this fear creates a wall around yourself. And this wall is the wall of your world. Everything inside this wall is your world. And this world has been created a long time ago, when you were a child, when you grew up, through your mother, through your father, through the culture, through school. It is what you believe is the truth. But ultimately, it's the identity that you started believing is the truth. It's what other people told you, how your world is supposed to look like, that you started believing is the truth. And it's not your fault, because it's normal and healthy as a child, because there's two options as a child. The number one option is you stay authentic. But then there's the survival, and that's number two. It's about your survival, so you start adapting. and you start adapting to your parents, to your surrounding culture, as I said before. So all this adaptation that takes place covers your authenticity, covers who you really are, covers what you used to already be. But for survival, you started creating this identity. And the problem is in our world is that we still believe, or you still believe, what you've once did for survival, that this is your truth today. So you have this wall and you have this world. And maybe you have this thought sometimes, there must be more for me. Because sometimes you get a hint, there's a wall and there's something behind this wall waiting for me. Maybe you have sometimes this feeling, this urge, or this intuition to go somewhere, do something. It's everything behind the wall calling you to step through this wall. And now imagine this wall has a door. And in front of this door sits a human. It's a friend. And it's a friend giving you an advice. The advice, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't go through the wall, through that door. And maybe you know that from your life, you know. Sometimes you have a job or a partner and friends and family would say, don't do that. No, this is dangerous. This is not the right way. This is not the right path. And then either you decide, am I taking this advice or not? And the same thing is that friend in front of that door. And this friend is fear. Because fear is ultimately just your conditioning from the past trying to keep you safe and trying to keep you in your comfort zone and keep you in your world, to keep you with what you know. But you don't have to take that advice. So try to see fear as a friend giving you an advice that you can take or not take. Because this friend is trying the best for you. It has the best intentions. It's your safety, your security. But then again, also in real life, you have the choice. And it starts with understanding that you have the choice to accept that advice or not. Because that's when a lot of people tell me, well, Charlotte, you know what? Now I realize I have the choice to decide. And that gives me ease, that gives me light, like it gives me room to breathe. That fear is actually something I don't have to listen to. And at the beginning, it might be very difficult because your nervous system has been programmed to alert. And it's going to be like, oh, panic, and even maybe the feeling of almost dying. But your nervous system will reprogram. Your nervous system will learn that if you know to take or not take that advice, if you understand that you have the choice, it will reprogram in you. And at one point, that muscle that you've trained will be, okay, there's fear. It's no problem. I can still decide whatever I want to do. And then you can open that door. You can walk through that door. And behind that door, you will find the most beautiful answers to all the questions you have. You will find capabilities inside yourself. You will start feeling connected. And maybe it's many doors you have to open, but at the end of the day, you will start becoming more and more who you already were, your authentic self. And then you will connect to your unique energetic gifts and to what you call purpose, and all these kind of things. That feeling of, yes, I'm going the right path, the intuition and all these kind of things. So the first thing is that you really start acknowledging fear as something that you can accept, or you can see it's just an advice that you can take or not take, and start moving very slow in small steps for you, however it is comfortable, towards what is calling you, what is there for you and opportunities. So now I would love to take you into a practice where we start connecting to your energy. So I invite you to close your eyes and find a comfortable place. Maybe you want to sit down or lay down, whatever is comfortable, and then close your eyes if it's comfortable for you. Whatever feels right and aligned right in this moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath through the nose in and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Just connect to your breath. Connect to how deep or not deep you are breathing in this moment. Just bring awareness to it. Connect to your breath. Beautiful. And once you've connected to your breath, thoughts still might be coming, or feelings, emotions, which is okay and it's normal. It's just normal. And just tell them it's okay and let them kind of move past you. And when they come, just let them move. Beautiful. And I invite you to bring all your attention to your heart and breathe into your heart. Breathe even deeper into your heart. So I invite you to even imagine to breathe in light. And every time you breathe out, in your rhythm, in your pace, to expand that light in your heart. Beautiful. And from that space in your heart, let it flow through your whole body. Let that light flow into your feet, into your toes, into your legs, hips, all your organs, into your back and spine, into your neck, all your head, beautiful, into your arms and hands, into your whole body. And from the space of heart, let that light expand even over your body, into the universe and into the earth, in all directions. Just let it expand. And while it expands and connects to the universe, cosmos, whatever you want to call it, and the earth, maybe you can even allow more light to flow from the cosmos through you into the heart, and from the earth into your heart. Connecting you to above and below. Beautiful. And I invite you now to bring all the attention into your hands. And let that energy, that light, flow into your hands. And intuitively put your hands somewhere on the body where you need it. Where you have the feeling there, it would serve you. It would feel comfortable and warm. It can be 1 or 2 hands, whatever is good for you. And just become aware how your hand and your body connect. How your hand touches your body. And maybe you can feel some sensations. Maybe your hands are getting warm, or your hand, maybe there's some tingling. Maybe there's nothing, which is perfectly fine. But allow yourself to connect. And that energy can flow through you, through your hands, into where you need it. You doing it for yourself, for the love of yourself, giving you that light, that attention, that awareness. Beautiful. And now notice if your hands want to move or stay there, or your hand. And if you have the feeling that you want to place your hand or hands somewhere different, then do that. Allow yourself to do that. Beautiful. And you can still keep your eyes closed and continue with this practice as long as you want to do it. And whenever you feel ready or you are finished, you can slowly return and just open your eyes. And if not, just stay there. Stay there and take as much time as you need. Follow your rhythm, what you need. And this practice helps you to reconnect to yourself, to reconnect to a greater energy and to a greater source of energy, and reconnect to the inside. It's the first step of that reconnection with yourself. And it's only the first step because maybe you felt that tingling, or you still feel it, or the warm hands. And there's so much more inside you that gives you the possibility to go deeper. So this is just a little insight into what is possible. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up and taking the time. Leave a comment below. I love to read from you, whatever it is, and getting feedback, how you were doing, how you were feeling, what thoughts came up during this talk. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, because we're all connected. Thank you for being here.